All right, let's jump into another deep dive. Today, we're going to be checking out one of the most important albums in hip hop, A Tribe Called Quest's The Low End Theory. We've got some really interesting analysis here that I think helps unpack why this album is just so special.
Yeah, this record, came out back in 91 when hip hop was really going through a lot of changes. It really kind of pushed the boundaries of what hip hop could be.
Totally. And I think what's really cool is that it goes beyond just music, right? It's packed with all these ideas, philosophies about life, society, culture.
Absolutely. And A Tribe Called Quest doesn't waste any time getting philosophical. Even the title, The Low End Theory, is loaded with meaning right from the start.
That title has always kind of stuck with me. I mean, it's clearly referencing that bass heavy sound, which we all know and love.
Fun.
But there's obviously more to it than that, right?
For sure. Low end can also refer to the position of marginalized groups in society, particularly black men in America.
So they're kind of connecting their musical style to a social and cultural reality.
Exactly. By linking those two concepts, A Tribe Called Quest is encouraging us to think about music as a reflection of something deeper, something that speaks to the experiences of those who are often overlooked.
It's like they're saying, hey, pay attention. There's more going on here than you might realize.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. And that idea is reinforced throughout the whole album. They really dive into the complexities of life, the highs and lows, the beauty and the struggle. It's all woven into their sound.
Yeah, for sure. You can hear that. I mean, you've got a song like Butter, which has got that super smooth, laid back vibe. And then you've got something like Scenario, which is all high energy, aggressive.
Perfect example. They're showcasing that full spectrum of human experience through their music.
So the low end theory is more than just beats and rhymes. It's making a statement about society, about culture, maybe even about the human condition itself. But I'm kind of curious, how do they bring these ideas to life musically?
One of the key things is their use of Afrocentricity. Essentially, it's centering the perspectives and experiences of people of African descent.
Yeah, you can hear that connection to Black musical traditions in their sound,
Yeah,
especially jazz.
totally. Their use of samples from jazz legends, guys like Art Blakey, Ronnie Foster, it's central to their sound, like Excursions, for example. They take a drum break from Art Blakey's A Chant for Boo, slow it down, loop it, and create this hypnotic groove that drives the whole track.
Oh, it's so good. It's like they're taking those classic jazz elements and kind of recontextualizing them for a hip hop audience.
Exactly. And it's more than just using the sounds. It's about understanding that historical and cultural context those sounds represent.
So they're paying homage to their musical ancestors, but at the same time, they're creating something new, something innovative.
Right. And sampling, in a way, becomes a form of reclaiming their cultural narrative within hip hop. It shows how deeply rooted the genre is in these black musical traditions.
And it highlights the cyclical nature of culture, right? How the past informs the present.
You got it. It's like they're saying, this is where we come from. This is what we're built on. And by acknowledging those roots, they're enriching hip hop and expanding its possibilities.
Another thing that stands out to me about this album is that sense of community that you just feel throughout. It's not just Q-Tip's vision. It feels like a real collaboration.
Absolutely. The interplay between Q-Tip and Phife Dawg is crucial to the album's success. They have this unique chemistry that's back and forth, that's playful, but also deeply connected.
Yeah, like on Check the Rhyme when Fife comes in with you on point, Tip, and then Q-Tip's like all the time, Fife. It's like a small moment, but it says so much about their bond.
I love that. It's like they're drawing strength from each other, celebrating their friendship, their shared experiences as black men navigating the world.
And it's not just about their personal connection. It feels like they're tapping into a broader sense of community, speaking to shared struggles, shared triumphs within the Black experience.
Absolutely. It's about creating space for those voices to be heard, those stories to be told. We're not alone in this,
Hmm.
you know. It really is powerful. And the low-end theory definitely doesn't shy away from some of the tougher realities.
Right. It's not all sunshine and roses. There's this awareness, of the challenges, the systemic issues that Black people face woven throughout the whole album.
Yeah, for sure. Like take show business, for example. They're really critiquing the music industry, those exploitative tendencies, especially toward black artists.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That line, industry rule number 4080, record company people are shady. I mean, it's a stark reminder of those power dynamics, right?
It is. It's really a powerful commentary on how art and commerce intersect. How artists have to fight to maintain control, maintain their creative vision.
Yeah, it makes you think about the struggle for autonomy, for respect. even amidst all the success and acclaim.
And by calling out these issues so directly, A Tribe Called Quest is really encouraging listeners to think critically about these systems, how they operate.
It's like they're saying, hey, don't just accept things the way they are. Question the status quo, demand something better.
Exactly. And what's so impressive is how they do it. They weave these social critiques into the music, but it never feels preachy. It never loses that groove.
And speaking of the groove, the way they structured this album, I mean, that's just as thought-provoking as the lyrics, right? The track sequencing feels so intentional. It's like they're taking us on a journey.
Oh, absolutely. The flow of the low-end theory. It's carefully crafted to mirror the ebb and flow of life itself. You get moments of high energy like bugging out, and then boom, more introspective tracks like vibes and stuff.
Yeah, it's like they're saying, look, life's full of ups and downs. We're going to reflect that in our music.
And by doing that, they create this listening experience that's dynamic, engaging. You can really get lost in it.
And it's a testament to their authenticity. They never compromise their vision,
Right.
yet never try to conform to what people expect.
Absolutely. They stay true to their roots, their community, their artistic vision. And that authenticity shines through in every aspect of the album.
It's like they're saying, this is who we are, this is what we believe in, take it or leave it.
And that refusal to conform, it becomes a form of resistance, a celebration of individuality, a challenge to those mainstream norms.
And we got to talk about the production on this album. I mean, it's groundbreaking.
Well, no doubt. Their sampling techniques are next level. The way they blend jazz, soul, funk, it's like this sonic tapestry. Familiar, but completely new.
Yeah, like excursions, right. They take that Art Blakey sample and they transform it into something fresh, something exciting. It's mind-blowing how they manipulate these sounds.
It speaks to their respect for musical heritage. They're building on what came before, but pushing the boundaries of what hip-hop can be.
It's like they're having this conversation with the past while shaping the future of the genre.
Exactly. And the impact, I mean, it's undeniable. The low-end theory, it influenced so many artists. It shaped the evolution of hip-hop as we know it.
They raised the bar, man, for lyrics, production, artistic vision, showed that hip-hop could be intelligent, introspective, socially conscious, but still have that energy, that groove.
And the themes they explored, identity, community, authenticity, they're still relevant today. Part of this ongoing conversation about hip-hop's role in society, its power to inspire change.
It's crazy how an album released over 3 decades ago can still feel so relevant, so fresh, so urgent.
It's a testament to their vision. They tapped into something timeless, something universal, something that transcends generations, transcends cultural boundaries.
So what's it all mean for us as listeners diving into the low-end theory maybe for the first time, maybe for the 100th time? What do we take away?
I think it invites us to think differently about music, about art, about our place in the world. It encourages us to embrace complexity, challenge assumptions, find strength in our individuality, our connection to others.
Yeah, it's a reminder that music can be more than just entertainment. It can be a tool for self-discovery, a source of empowerment, a catalyst for social change.
And maybe most importantly, it's a celebration of the human spirit in all its messy, contradictory, and ultimately beautiful glory.
Love that. Okay, so we've really unpacked a lot here, explored the musical innovations, the philosophical depths, the legacy of the low-end theory. Before we wrap things up, what's one key takeaway you hope our listeners walk away with?
I think what's most inspiring about the low-end theory is that commitment to authenticity. They never compromised their vision, stayed true to themselves, to their art. And that's a powerful message, for anyone trying to find their voice in the world.
Yeah, it's about embracing your uniqueness, celebrating your heritage, using your creativity to make a difference. That resonates beyond music.
Absolutely. It's a reminder we all have a unique perspective to offer, and our voices deserve to be heard.
Beautifully put. So I think we've done a pretty thorough deep dive here. We've explored the low-end theory, but before we wrap up, I want to encourage everyone listening to revisit the album with these fresh insights in mind.
Yes. Listen closely to the lyrics. Pay attention to the production. Let the music wash over you. You might be surprised what you discover.
Who knows? Maybe this deep dive will inspire you to explore other thought-provoking albums, works of art, things that challenge your perspective.
That's the beauty of art,
Right.
right? It has the power to connect us, to teach us, to inspire us, make us think in new ways.
Absolutely. So keep those ears open, those minds engaged, and keep the music playing.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, keep the music playing.
It's wild, Before we really dove into this, I knew like the low end theory was important, but I didn't realize just how much depth there was.
It's definitely one of those albums, the kind that reveals more with every listen.
I
Makes you want to go back again and again.
know, right? And for anyone out there who's never heard this album, man, I'm kind of jealous. You're in for a treat.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That feeling of discovering it for the first time, it's pure magic.
Totally. But even if you've heard it a million times, I bet you'll hear something new after this. Like how they use those jazz samples, It's like a conversation between the past and the present. And the way they blend social commentary into the music without losing that groove. It's incredible.
That's what makes great art, right? So much meaning packed in. There's always more to find.
Absolutely. And that's what we're all about here, helping you uncover those layers, those connections, stuff you might not catch at first.
And hopefully it sparks that curiosity. Makes you want to dive deeper, whether it's revisiting something you love or finding something totally new.
Well said. So, until next time, keep those ears open, keep your mind engaged, keep the music playing.
That's it. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep the music playing. We'll catch you on the next Deep Dive.